Hello guys, and what is up? This is Silence Pew Pew and we're coming at you with another video. Today guys, we are going to be playing Axis and Allies yet again. Online here anyways. So, it is the start of my fourth round. And if we go back to here, we can see some of the things that happened. So, real quick, just to recap what happened. I had a tank down here. Was it United Kingdom? My bad. United Kingdom sent in one infantry and three fighter jets and killed my tank, but I was able to kill their infantry, so they didn't gain the territory back. Um, and then Japan did take a couple territories here, attempted to take another one from Russia. However, Russia was able to hold on to it. The United States really didn't do a whole lot other than kind of reinforcing the was this Norway? Yeah, area up here. So that's going to take a little bit more effort than I was hoping it would, because they were able to get guys there pretty quick, surprisingly. Um, and Russia, as I kind of expected, they took back this territory. I was not quite expecting them to take over these two, how they did. I was kind of thinking maybe this one. Either way, though, we'll be able to easily take this territory back, and then getting back into there is going to be a bit tricky. However, we do have 8 tanks stacked up right there, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to try to split that up a bit because I do want to try to take this territory too. See if we can't put some hurt on the United Kingdom here in India to help out Japan a bit. This area up here is going to be a bit of a battle, though, for quite some time. I think because of how this section is up here, they're able to just keep, because they can move 1, 2, and then grab people, and then 1, 2, and drop people off, which is unfortunate, but we'll deal with that. And then, like I said, yeah, Russia just took back 3 territories. So it is my turn now, so I do have to buy stuff. So I'm going to put the rest of my money into repairing my industrial complexes. I'm not sure who hit it this time. However, I guess they only did 1 damage to it, so it's not too big of a deal. We are going to try to take out some stuff in the water here. So we're going to get this battleship up here and take out this stuff because we do want to get rid of their ability to transport more troops over for sure. Oh, there's a cruiser here. Is this in the same water zone? Oh, it is. Huh. Don't know what edition that is, but I'm pretty sure you couldn't do that in any of them. Either way, I'm going to buy some troops, and then I'll let you know what I got, and catch you guys up then. Okay, so as you can see here now, we did finish up the purchase order. So we repaired my industrial complex, and then we bought this here. So we bought 4 infantry, 3 tanks, 1 bomber, and another destroyer just in case, because I imagine I'm going to lose probably a destroyer. Maybe not. We'll see though. I do want to get another bomber because I do need to start doing more of those. I've got plenty of fighters. I was thinking about getting another fighter, but worst case scenario, I'll buy those up next time. But we do need to start getting more ground troops. So now we're going to go into combat movements. I think for the most part it's going to be pretty self-explanatory what I'm going to do here. But I'll recap you up on that then when I get there. Okay guys, so here is basically my combat moves. So as you can see, we're going to keep these two together, move them down here. This fighter may come and try to attack stuff. I think we are far enough away now at this point. We are up here though. This is a big thing. We're moving in 3 tanks and 3 infantry. My hope is that they'll only take out 3 infantry and I won't lose any tanks. We'll see if that happens though or not. We are moving 1 tank through here and then into here, so we're blitzkrieging through the back here to gain 2 more territories back. Actually, and then I was thinking about moving. I didn't even think about this one here. Moving this tank and taking one of these territories here. But I don't want to take the chance of losing my tank. So we're just going to leave him there for now. That'll be fine. And obviously we could move in fighters per se as well. But either way, you know, I'm sure my tank versus his infantry, I'm sure I'll hit. But I don't want to take the chance of losing the tank. So, and then we're going to take out, hopefully this sea zone, there is only 1 cruiser here, so that should, I think, be pretty easy. We'll see. And then going to take out this single submarine. We do have to be careful because there are three destroyers and a battleship all in the same sea zone there. And then, of course, we have this aircraft carrier coming up, which has no planes on it, which is interesting. Wonder what their plan with that is. But yeah, that's it for now. They are going to keep Norway for probably 2, maybe 3 more turns. We'll see. Okay, it's going to be on the combat now, and I'll pretty much just give you guys a recap of everything that happens then. Okay, so there's the end recap here. So actually, we did pretty good at first. We didn't lose a single ship. You should that one sea battle was terrible. We couldn't hit like I think we were 5 rolls in and nobody had hit a single shot yet. It's crazy. Um, you can see there we lost a total of $21. Not terrible. I did lose more infantrymen than I was expecting to, and I also did lose one tank. I was not expecting to lose that tank. But either way, we did as much damage as I thought I was going to, so that's good. We didn't do less damage. Okay, and now we have some of our territories here now. I can't move this tank, so we'll see what happens with that. I assume it's going to be a goner. But we're going to go ahead and do some other combat moves, and that'll be pretty much it then. And I'll show you what those look like then. Alright, so not a whole lot. Really, we're just reinforcing this area with one plane, and then this area as well with another plane, moving some other troops back over here to the front lines. But it's going to take a bit to get through 16 infantry dudes, but if Germany here anyways, or Japan here, I think should be able to start helping out now more. That we've kind of freed them up in inland, really. Oh, they got 7 dudes there. Wow, that's a lot. How did Russia get so many infantry dudes all of a sudden? Seems like everywhere, too. We will have to worry about this sea. Unfortunately, I think what's going to end up happening, because I can't believe that it wouldn't let me move these guys still. I was going to have these guys come down here and reinforce them, but it won't let me, so these 3 destroyers and a battleship and 2 submarines, I'm going to lose that, so that's going to be a bummer. I'm probably going to end up losing both my, I'm gonna end up losing that battle bad anyways. I don't know that I'll even kill one thing. I might get lucky to get a destroyer, really. But we'll see how that goes. And then obviously, I think for the most part, you probably know where I'm placing most of my units. Gonna end up placing pretty much all of them here and here. Alright, well, placing this single destroyer is gonna be pretty much pointless anywhere I put this thing. We're gonna put it there though. And then, yep, that'll be the end of my turn. And then yeah, we got time for one more turn. So we'll watch, see what they do. Looks like they're gonna attack my industrial complex. They got a 2. Okay, so some big stuff happened since last time. United Kingdom really didn't do much. They just bombed my industrial complex, causing $6 worth of damage, which I'm confused on what exactly they were doing, because I didn't even see my anti-air roll. Maybe it did. Japan ended up taking 1 territory here from the United States, and then did an amphibious assault here with a destroyer, so it doesn't get to fire. I think only cruisers can. Yeah, they want me to attack, help them to take over India, and I was planning on it, but United Kingdom definitely stacked India. They really didn't do much other than play defensive this time because of obvious reasons. So Japan took this territory, that was about it. The United States, interestingly enough, didn't really take a whole lot, but I don't know, they did stuff way different. I kind of got screwed over here though in rolling of dice. Just know how it is. So my stuff here, they sent in a single destroyer, and then 2 fighters and a bomber, and I killed the bomber, and that was it. And I had 3 ships there. So all of my ships missed the first time, and then the second round, the cruiser was the only thing left, and he hit, but he died right away, so it didn't really matter. And then Russia only did one thing. They sent the two artillery that were here down here against my one tank. I was expecting to lose it, but I wasn't expecting to lose it to just two artillery, so that's interesting. This guy's up to 22 infantry. That's going to be super hard to beat. The biggest reason, though, is because he's got all these ones and twos and stuff left up here. So that is going to take a while before I am able to break through that. We definitely should be holding them here, though. There should be no reason that they'll be able to get through anytime soon. I do have to, I guess, now spend more money on ships because I can't believe I've lost all of my ships basically, except for these two and this one. And it might almost be worthwhile. I'll lose them though that way. Shoot, 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 shoot. Either way, so I have to make some purchases, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so this time we kind of just wasted a bunch of money on that industrial complex, which is a bummer. Didn't really get much land stuff. Kind of had to try to get back control of the sea again, because those two cruisers are really going to mess some stuff up with all their destroyers and stuff. I can't believe, though, with looking at this, that they're not trying to do more on Japan's side. I wish Japan would help me out a bit more with America, but they are not doing really anything. Um, but they're struggling to even take just a small portion over here. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, now we are in combat movement, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, so my combat movements I'm not too proud of. There's really only 3 attacks going on. They should all be extremely easy attacks to win on. I was thinking about sending in 2 tanks, these 2 tanks right here into here, but they're just gonna die, and I'm not sure. I'd get maybe 1, maybe 2 hits, but probably only 1 before it died. So I was just like, it doesn't seem worthwhile. Um, Although we definitely did slow United Kingdom down for a bit. They had to focus more in India here now in order to actually be able to help them out in the war, um, or help them out over here on Japan. And my biggest issue though is I need Japan to do one or the other. I need them to either focus fully on India, or I need them to help me out with Russia. Um, the sooner we get one of them done, the better. Because then we can each focus kind of in different directions or at new targets now. So I'm going to continue to beat up on Russia here. We are actually doing a bombing raid on them as well, so we'll see how that goes. So we're going to go ahead and do the bombing raid first, because I'm curious to see what happens here, because from what I understand, he did not have any anti-air here. So apparently he did though, but we got 5 damage on him, so that's good. He did have an anti... There's no anti-air thing here, so I wonder if the industrial complex just has one automatically, or what. Super weird. Either way, this one should be a definite win. It's just, we'll see if we lose a tank or not. So I'm hoping we don't lose a tank. But, damn, that was one hit. Just moved around some troops, reinforced this a little bit from some of the guys that were here. Moved pretty much everybody out of the southern part because there's no way they can get to me down here in one turn. These transports are getting kind of close, but they're still 2 turns away, loading up. They don't even have anybody, so on and so forth. So we are going to go ahead and place all of my ships down here. We are going to try to keep that all of those together, so that way we can strike as one with them going forward. We're going to put another fighter down here for extra protection. Get a tank. And you know what? Actually, yeah, we'll put this. we'll put this infantry guy down here. Depending on what happens, how bad they fuck me up again, will depend on what we do next round. But as of now, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else. We're not going to do any more turns. We're going to take this tank, take that territory, and then he'll be able to go over here eventually. Japan hopefully can take out this. We'll see. Because it'd be nice if we could. He can only deploy 3 people here, which is kind of nice. So the amount of troops we can get there. Yeah. Wait, what's this place here? It's a 4. It's kind of far though. Either way, I think in a couple turns we could have Russia. I'm looking at like 2, maybe 3 more turns, and we should be able to start actually probably taking Russia. We did do 5 points of damage to it, so they are gaining a lot less money this next time too. Yeah, pretty much we took out all these territories. They're only gaining $7 or something like that. I mean $9, which is only 3 infantry units. So that's really good. That's the only thing though, is we need to be able to keep building up these here, and hoping that they, if they keep doing those small attacks on the sides, that's fine with me because they're losing guys. I'm losing guys too, but we'll see how it goes. We should be able to just hold these guys here. We're not going to push forward with this for a bit. We'll see what happens in the water, but that's the biggest thing is the United States is just able to keep pumping out ships like this, and they've got the air superiority over most of the water here when they need it. So it's going to be a hard-fought battle here, but I think we're going to be able to pull this off still. As soon as we defeat Russia, though, it'll be a much easier victory over this way. So I just need to kind of hold out until Japan does something, because the United States is not getting any stronger. They're not getting weaker, but they're not getting stronger. So, and the United Kingdom is getting slightly weaker as well. As time goes on from just Japan doing small things here and there, and the little bit of islands I've taken and territories from them in Africa. So we'll see how it goes. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys all in my next episode.